Back to another episode. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Ender's Cataclysm. Ender's Cataclysm is a mod for Forge 1.20.1 that adds new structures, bosses, weapons, and more. Here are the 6 main structures: the Soul Blacksmith, the Ruined Citadel, the Burning Arena, the Pyramid, I forget its full name, the Factory, I also forget its full name, the Sunken City, and the Frosted Prison. Now that you know the basic, let's take a closer look at the mod. Our first structure is the Soul Forge. Soul Forge is the rarest structures in the Nether that can be found using an Eye of Monstrous. Also, if you're wondering why I have 7 creative tabs, I have more mods on this mod that I might be reviewing. It is the home of the Netherite monstrosity, which has 600 HP. The Netherite monstrosity is a powerful boss that can do a slam attack. As well as shoot lava bursts. And do a charge attack. Upon defeat, Upon defeat, it'll drop the Infernal Forge, which does 13 damage, as well as also if you right click, it can summon a shockwave. FYI, this is a pickaxe. A monstrous horn, which can upgrade a netherite helmet to a monstrous helm. While worn, if you fall below half health, knock back nearby enemies and increase defense, knockback resistance, and regeneration. Not bad. As well as lava power cells, which I think wake up the netherite monstrosity. Oh. See, I knew there was a secret room, but I didn't know where. Which is this little guy. And it's kind of like a storage. Oh. That's interesting. Yeah, if you go through the lava areas, you'll find a secret room, apparently. Oops. The Ruined Citadel is the home of the Ender Guardian and looks like this. On the outside, you can find new mobs called the Endermoptera, which, when killed, drop void jaws. Which I think can be used to craft. Yeah, void jaws, which can be used to craft void scatter arrows. There's also void stone, void infused endstone bricks, as well as chorus fences that have some, as well as obsidian blocks. Watch out, because there are trap blocks as well. you're playing this in survival, unlike me. Once again, I have more mods installed. That's why there's like cool end biomes. Alright, we're not gonna... The ruined... Why is there a boss bar up there? Oh. The Ender Golem. The Ender Golem can be found around, wandering around in the room. Not wandering around. Can be found in the ruined citadel. It has 150 HP and can do like a void rune attack, where it shoots void runes, as well as several melee attacks. When defeated, it drops a void core, which is that when right clicked. Alright. Yeah, there's also chests around here with like really good loot. Okay. Yeah, I do have other mods on, as I've said 1,000 times. That's why like there's like modded stuff. Alright. There's like so many floors to this thing. Along with what? Ooh, an ender chest. That was the worst loot I've ever seen in Minecraft. That's just another ender chest. Look, it's another ender golem. Imagine I'm going the complete wrong direction. It's like a maze in here. Anyways, we're just gonna they're supposed to be this here. The Altar of Void, which when you come near it summons the Ender Guardian, which is a strong boss. It has 333 HP, I don't know why, it just does, and 20 armor. It has several attacks, including a melee attack, another void rune attack, as well as it'll summon like a void vortex. We'll get on this later. Anyways, when it dies, it'll drop the Gauntlet of Guard, which can, let's test it on you, pull things closer, Cosmo. It also does 11 damage and gives you 3 armor. So yeah. Also when the Ender Guardian gets to half health, it'll like make the arena bigger. Yeah. Oops. The Burning Arena is by far the hardest one so far on this list. Actually, scratch that, the hardest one on this list. The first level is just a staircase going up to the next level. Which has 2 ignited revenants. These mini bosses are invulnerable to every attack. I mean, I'm in creative mode, so yeah. Also, there is no boss bar in the normal game, in the normal mod. Like I said, I have other mods installed. It has 80 health and does some pretty cool attacks, like one that where he shoots out like poisonous gas or something that blinds you, and I think withers you as well as shooting out rods. When killed, it'll give you burning ashes, which when you use on the altar of flame, wait a second. Let's just pretend that. Alright, so it summons Ignis, the hardest boss on the list. With 450 HP and 10 armor. This big powerful thing, I don't even know what it is, can block your attacks with the shield as well as regenerate when it hits you. It has so many attacks, but here's a few. A melee attack with its massive sword, the incinerator. Like where it summons like fireballs above it and then shoots them at you. As well as like various like slam abilities where it like slams its shield or sword into the ground and causes like the blocks to go. Ignis has 3 phases. On its second phase, I need like a strong weapon. Wait, hold on. Great idea. Alright. It has 3 phases. The first one turning blue, and then the second one losing its shield before you can finally kill it. Go away, please. Go away, you're dead. Poof. Also, I don't think the boss bar is like that. I just have other mods installed. Maybe. It might look like that. Alright. Upon defeat, it drops 3 ignitium ingots, which can be used to craft its sword, the incinerator, the bulwark of the flame, as well as ignitium armor. So the ignitium helmet is lava friendly, meaning you can like look through lava, see through lava better. The chest plate can be combined with an elytra. The leggings of flame reflex, which means like if you get hit, there's like a chance it'll strike back and set the enemies on fire. And then ignitium boots is lava walker. It's just cool. Oh wait, I forgot. It can be found using the Eye of Flame, and the Ruined Citadel can be found using the Eye of Void. Yay, it's dead. Once you defeat it, I think, like, these mobs will spawn and start spawning in the nether fortresses. Come on, die. They drop dying embers, which can be used to craft burning ashes, which can be used, in fact, to summon, once again, Ignis. Also, watch this. If you hold right click until you hear the sound, I'm not sure if you could hear it, and release it, it's supposed to summon flame thingies. Although, like, the game's being a little bit, like, I don't know, buggy, maybe because I have, like, 64 mods on. But hey, that's a stack. Anyways, yeah, that was the Burning Arena. The Sunken City has by far the most amount of mobs. You can find it in the overworld by like finding like the dome sticking out of the water, or by using an Eye of Abyss. Yeah. Oh, this is where you can find the Leviathan. And you'll need an abyssal sacrifice to summon it. How do you make an abyssal sacrifice? What's this? Oh, another mod. Anyways, I don't know how to make like an abyssal sacrifice. There's lots of strange creatures here that look like Endermen but are water, called Deeplings. They have 26 health and drop nothing. There's like so many variants of Deeplings. Like the Deepling Brute, which has 60 health. And drops nothing, yay. As well as the mini boss of this area, Coralsis, which drops coral chunks, which is one of the ingredients for abyssal sacrifice. There's also Deepling Anglers, which have 30 health. There's a mob killer, as well as lionfish, which is like stronger than most fish. Actually, scratch that, all vanilla fish. The lionfish wouldn't die. Oh, great. It's like so laggy. When it dies, it drops raw lionfish, which I would not recommend eating. Also, there's a Deepling Warlock, which has 45 health and drops the Athame. Another ingredient for the abyssal sacrifice. Look, it's the Athame. As well as like an altar of amethyst, which can be used to bless amethyst crab meat. Wait 40 trillion years and then it'll be done. What is amethyst crab meat again? What is amethyst crab meat? I don't know. Eventually, it'll become blessed amethyst crab meat, which will give you the blessing effect. It is immune to darkness, abyssal fear, and abyssal burn during the blessing effect. What are those things? Effects? Whatever they're called? Leviathan. That's on the Leviathan. Anyways, yeah. There are way more Deeplings. There's Coral Golem, Deepling Brute, Deepling Warlock, Deepling Priest, Deepling Angler, Deepling and Lionfish. Coral Golem looks like that. It has 110 HP and drops a coral fragment, a crystallized coral fragment. And then Deepling Warlock looks like this. But it's the one who dropped the thing. And Deepling Priests look like this. And they also dropped the thing. Alright. Let's go back to the room with the Leviathan in it. Shoot. What is it? This is sacrifice. This will sacrifice. Eventually, when you craft it, you can use the Abyssal Sacrifice. By the way, I would recommend bringing like either a Riptide Trident, both kinds of tridents, Riptide and a Loyalty one, as well as many water breathing potions. Alright, I knew that was gonna happen. Let's just spawn it in. The Leviathan has 400 health, 10 armor, and it has many attacks, including a laser attack where it shoots out a giant laser, an attack where it grabs you with tentacles and shoots you with laser. Yeah, it's a pretty strong boss. When you defeat it... Oh wait, I forgot it has two faces. The items will bug out. Anyways, it drops the tidal claws, which right click to fire a grappling hook, left click to shoot a tentacle that damages all nearby entities, not just nearby ones. As well as alright. As well as an abyssal egg, which when placed after some time can hatch into a baby Leviathan, which can be tamed using tropical fish. So yeah. So the ancient factory looks like this. It has mobs. Well, this is part of it. It has mobs called the Watcher in it, which just drop iron and redstone, as well as a mini-boss called the Prowler. It can use its saw, shoot missiles, as well as do a laser attack. And upon defeat, it drops iron and redstone. Yay! So the Harbinger, the main boss of this mod, can be summoned using a Nether Star. It has 390 HP as well as 12 armor. It has many attacks, including shooting wither missiles, wither howitzers, and, you guessed it, a laser. These EMP blocks in here could be used to stun the Harbinger when it gets hit and it needs to charge with a laser from the big guy. As you can see, it drops a block of witherite, which can be used to craft into 9 witherite ingots, which can be used to craft the wither assault shoulder weapon, the meat shredder, the laser gatling, which shoots lasers, as well as by far the most overpowered item, the mechanical fusion anvil. If you don't know what this does, it can combine stuff like, for example, a ignitium chest plate with an elytra. See, I knew how to spell elytra. To an ignitium chest plate, elytra chest plate, and let's just grab a wither assault shoulder weapon and a void core to make the void assault shoulder weapon, which can be used when holding right there, can be used to shoot. Yeah, it's kind of strong. So yeah. Also, this one just so happened to be near a deep dark. Yeah. The Cursed Pyramid is one of the larger structures, looking like this from the outside, as well as being found by a Eye of Desert. Also the factory can be found using the Eye of Mech. I don't know where it is. There's these little lizard-like dino things called coboltons. I don't know what they're called. Actually, I do know what they're called, coboltons. There's sandstone falling traps. Look, it's a dungeon block, which are unbreakable. Anyways, I'm gonna cheat and definitely know how to spell things. Fly down to and guarding the boss as well as being found around the structure is a Cobolidator and a Wadjet, which are the 2 mini bosses. And then there's the Ancient Remnant, which can be summoned with the Necklace of the Desert, which can be found in Suspicious Sandstone. Dinosaur. Yeah. It has many attacks, including like a chomp attack, an attack where it summons like sandstorms, which invert your movement, as well as summoning falling blocks. On defeat, these guys will just drop ancient metal ingots and their head. The Cobolidator will drop its skull. It can be used to summon. It can be. Oh my gosh! It can drop sandstorm in a bottle, and a remnant skull, which can summon a modern remnant, and which can be tamed with sniffer eggs, and it will fight on your side. Also, when it dies, it'll just drop the skull again. The sandstorm in the bottle. Can be used to summon sandstorms. Yay! Alright, that's enough of the structure. Get me out of here. The Frosted Prism can be found in snowy biomes or using the Eye of Curse. It is actually probably the largest structure on this list. In it you can find joggers, elite joggers, which look like this. Normal joggers, which look like this. I think they're undead. And royal joggers, which look like that. As well as the mini bosses mod of this structure. I don't know how to say it, honestly. Oh, no, that's just drawers. Oh, there's the door. Eventually you can find this door, which is really cool. It's a really cool animation. Yeah. I broke it. And at the end of this hall can be found a cursed tombstone, which when I clicked. Wait, where's the mini boss? Maledictus, which has like some attacks using these to create like a shockwave, as well as shooting arrows at you from like a cool bow. When died, it can drop 3 Cursium ingots, which can be used to craft Cursium upgrade, which can upgrade netherite armor to, where is it? Cursium armor, yay. The helmet gives you ghost vision. It can revive to 5 health upon death, and granted invincibility for 5 seconds. After invincibility, the entity is debuffed for 6 minutes and cannot be revived during debuff, aka overpowered. The Cursium leggings can ignore the attack with a low probability and reduce fall damage. Yeah. As I can craft. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ancient spear and bone reptile armor. Oops. You can also craft the cursed bow, which can be combined to form the Wrath of the Desert, the Soul Render, and the Annihilator, which can be used to create the Immolator. Nice stuff. Also, there's this dude, the mini boss. He just drops black steel ingots and nuggets and yeah. In lush caves, you can find the amethyst crab. This is a mini boss, which has a neutral mini boss, which has 200 HP and 10 armor. Its attacks include using its claws to hit you, as well as burrowing into the ground and coming up and shooting amethyst spikes at you. Upon defeat, it drops amethyst crab shells and meat. The shells can be used to craft Bloomstone pauldrons, which you press Y to fire amethyst clusters around you that damage entities, and amethyst crab meat, as I said earlier, we used to turn into bust amethyst crab meat. I think that's it for the mod. Yeah. That's going to be it for today's episode. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!